This
able to hear you.
conference will now be
And
recorded.
my screen is also visible. My screen is
Yeah,
visible to you. Okay, so Pradhan will start with a small introduction. So Pradhan, you are working somewhere or you are studying?
actually I'm working.
Pradhan, your voice is very low. Are you using headphones?
Yeah, actually I'm using headphones. Okay, that's why actually.
So using headphones is good. So, but your voice is very low. So my voice is clear to you, Pradhan?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you. Yeah, very good. Okay.
Pradhan, do you have any programming experience?
No, actually I don't have any programming experience.
Okay, so what is your background? Have you done the graduation, BTech, or any other
Yeah,
graduation?
actually I have completed my MCA.
You just now have completed your MCA.
Yeah.
Okay. So you might have some programming language like C, C++, Java. You might have done this in MCA
I
and
know.
BCA, correct?
I know basics. I know the basics. Okay.
You know basics, right? Fine.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a brief overview. What are the things we are going to cover in this course? Okay. So we have this Python course divided into two parts: Python basics and advanced. Okay, in basics we discussed all the variables, how to write variables and how to write other built-in functions, and then we also discussed the data type. What are the data types we have? We have integer, float, list, tuple, dictionary, and set. So all these data types are there. Then we discuss how to use the for loop, how to use the while loop, how to work with if else condition, and how to write user defined function. So all these things comes under Python basics. So some other topics are also there, but these are the main major highlights, the things that we are going to cover in basics. So we have all the practice example questions, multiple choice questions, and everything. Then once we are done with Python basics, we go for the advanced concept. In advanced, we start with file handling. In file handling, we cover text file handling, we cover CSV file handling, we cover JSON file handling. We also discuss how to connect your Python with a SQL database, very important. And we also do in one project in SQL database. Okay. Then we see how to work with object-oriented programming, how to write classes and objects in Python. Then we discuss how to work with regular expression. Again, regular expression is very important topic, and we use regular expression for extracting or for searching data. And then again we have one more application, and that is email sending automation. It's a part of automation, so we'll see how to connect your Python with your Gmail server and send an email. Okay, so we'll also do one project in regular expression. We'll cover one project in CSV file handling and one in email sending automation, and we'll also see how to work with error handling and exception handling, how to handle the errors and all those things. So these are some major highlights that we are going to cover in this Python course. After you learn this Python, I'll tell you what are the things we have, we can do it in future. See, after this Python course, we have three tracks. You can go for Selenium automation, or you can go for a Django web framework. So this is for web application, okay, or you can go for data science. Okay, so Pradhan, what is your plan after learning Python? Pradhan, please speak something. Turn on your mic. Pradhan, are you still there? Can you hear me? Pradhan, say yes or no. Can you hear me, Pradhan? Your mic is off. Archana, just check with Pradhan. Is it still there? Pradhan, yes, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, your mic was off. So what is your future plan after learning Python? You go for Selenium, or you want to go for Django, or you want to go for data
Actually,
science?
I'm looking for Selenium also Django framework.
Okay, you're looking for Django and Selenium
Yes.
framework, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll also give you some brief of what are the topics we are going to cover in Selenium or Django as well. But we'll start with Python because this is again a very important part to learn Selenium or Django or data science. We should be very good in Python and all the programming concept, the basic concept, the loops, the data types, and everything. Then we can go for another part like Selenium or Django. Okay, so in this demo class, I'll just give you a brief overview how to work with Python, how to write a very simple program in Python. Okay, Pradhan? Okay, fine. So this is the software that we are going to use. The name of the software is Idle. You can download it from the internet and the website is python.org. So this is the official website from where you can download this software and the name of the software is Idle. Fine. Now I'll tell you how to write a very basic program in Python. So before we write any program, I'll tell you how to write variables and all, how to assign a value to a variable. So if you already have some knowledge of C, C++, Java, this is how we write a variable. We first write the data type integer, then the variable name equal to sign, and then the value and the semicolon. So this is how we write a variable in C++ or you can say Java. Fine. But if you talk about Python, in Python, we don't mention the data type. Simple, you just write a variable name equal to sign and then the value. Even this semicolon is also not required. Now, based on what value you assign to a variable, Python will automatically decide the data type. So I'll show you some example, Pradhan. If you write a is equal to 10, so what should be the data type of a? It will be an integer type, right? So in Python, we have a function type of a. See, it's an integer type. Okay. So whenever you write numbers without decimal, those numbers comes under integer data type. Now next, let's say if I write b is equal to 5.4. What will be the data type of this, Pradhan?
Floating.
Any idea? It will be a float type. Okay, so
Okay.
whenever we write decimal numbers, these numbers comes under float type and without decimal numbers comes under integer data type. And whenever we write something like this, C is equal to hello world, what will be the data type? Check the type. Type of C is
String.
a string type. Correct? So this is how we write a variable in Python. And if you talk about the arithmetic operators, I can simply use, let's say 5 plus 2 is 7, 5 minus 2 is 3, 5 multiplied 2 is 10, 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. So this is how we use the arithmetic operators in Python. Correct, Pradhan? So we'll write a very basic example
Okay.
where I'll be creating two variable and I'll do the addition part and I'll just print my output on the screen. Okay, so I'm writing a very basic example. So I'll go to
Okay.
file and click on new file. Fine. So the very basic example is adding two numbers. So I just want to add two numbers, Pradhan. So for adding two numbers, I need two variables. So I'll take a is equal to 10, okay, b is equal to 20 and c is equal to a plus b. Okay, so I've taken two variable, a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20 and c is equal to what? C is equal to a plus b, and with the help of print function I can print my output on the screen. So let's say I just want to print the value of c. Okay, very basic
Hmm.
example, Pradhan. So I'll just
Okay.
go to file, click on save. So I'll just save this file on the desktop and I'll run the program. This is how we run it. Go to run and click on this option, run module. So whenever you click on run module, it opens a new window and see I'm getting my output that is 30. Understood, Pradhan? A very basic example. I've taken two variable. I'm adding those numbers and with the help of print function, I'm printing my output on the screen. Okay.
Okay.
Now, let's say you want to print some message on the screen. I'll just write it like this, print and see. So I'll use a string, the sum of A and B is. Okay, save this and run the program. Fine. See, I'm getting. the sum of A and B is 30. Fine. So whenever we write anything as a string, we get the output as it is on my output window. And whenever you write without string, that means it's a variable. I'm actually calling a variable. So here I'm getting the value of 30. Now if you want to print in a single line, this is how we do it. You just write a comma and call the value of C. Go to file, save, go to run, click on run module, and see I'm getting this output. Understood,
Okay.
Pradhan? A very basic example.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, fine. Pradhan, so we have different data types. Let's say if I take A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, and if I add A plus B, I'm getting 30. Similarly, if I write C is equal to, let's say AB. So this is a string, right? D is equal to, let's say PQ. And if you add C plus D, this will concatenate your string. I'm sorry, I've written C. After you write C plus D, and see this will concatenate your string. So whenever you have two string and you want to add them, I'm just gonna join those string. Understood, Pradhan?
Okay. Mm. Okay.
Okay. Now, Pradhan, tell me if I write something like this: A is equal to 10 as a string, and B is also is equal to 20 as a string. So if I add A plus B, what will be the output?
Mm, 10, 20.
Yes, it will be 1020 because they are
Mm.
string. And whenever we add
Okay.
string, it will join your string. Okay. Similarly, what we are going to
Mm.
do here, here the values of A and B are fixed. So what we'll do, we'll take the input from the user. So this is how we take the input function. And while taking input, I want to print some message on the screen. So let's say enter the value of A, and then this is enter the
Value of B.
value, yes, correct, value of B. Fine. So I'm taking two input from the user. I'll just save this, go to file, save, go to run, and click on run module. See I'm getting the output of 30. Click on run module. See I'm taking input from the user 10. Can you hear me? Okay, enter the value of A, okay, I'll write 10. Enter the value of B, okay, I'll write 20. Fine. Now this input function by default takes everything in the form of string. Okay, I have given 10. This is stored in this variable A in the form
Mm.
of string, and again this 20 stored in B in the form of string. Okay, now whenever you add two string, what will be the output, Pradhan? It will be 1020. Check the output. The sum of A and B is 1020. So now we have to convert our input function from string to integer. So this is how we do it. We just write it
Mm.
inside the integer. Write it
Mm.
inside the integer. Write it inside the integer. Okay. Now this input function is converted into an integer. Now go to save and run the program. The sum of the enter the value of A, so I'll write 10, and enter the value of B, I'll write 20, and I'm getting 30. Okay, Pradhan. So how much
Okay.
you understood, Pradhan?
Yeah.
We have discussed how to write variables in Python, how to check the data type by using the type function. We have seen how to work with print function and how to work with input function, how to take the input from the user. And the default value of input is string. Understood, Pradhan?
How can I convert from string to integer, yeah, into string? Suppose I have a
See,
one
you,
variable a
uh-huh. See, we are
and
actually not converting, we are doing typecasting here. Okay, see, we have taken an input function here. So if you don't write this inside the integer, input function will take everything in the form of string. It will store the string on this variable A. Now let's say if you want to take the input in the form of integer, right? So different data types are here. So if you want to take the input in the form of integer, we have to write input function inside the integer so that we can only store an integer on this variable, right? Because we have to do some mathematical calculation here. If you take it as a string type, you won't get a correct output. So we have to convert this into an integer so that we get a mathematically correct output. Understood, Pradhan?
Yes, yes.
Okay, Pradhan, so I'll show you the syllabus for Python so that we can see what are the things we are going to cover. So this is the syllabus. We are going to start from the very basic, okay? How to work with Python, how to write variables, what are the operators we have, how to work strings in Python, how to work with control flow, okay, for loop, while loop, if else block. Then we have some other data types, list, tuples, data types in dictionary, data types, set data type in Python. Then we also have functions in Python, and then here we are going to start the advanced session. So this is working with files, text file, CSV file, email sending automation, exception handling in Python, object oriented programming, regular expression, and database connectivity with Python. Okay, so we are going to cover all these things in this Python course, Pradhan. Okay, so do you have any questions, Pradhan? In every class, we are going to share you the recordings, and we will also share you the practice example, the multiple choice question, and the theory notes as well, Pradhan. Okay.
Okay.
So,
I
Pradhan,
have
how was the
one
class
doubt.
like? Uh-huh.
Actually, I have one query. I have one
Mm-hmm.
variable name is a and that is string type.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and another variable b equal to 20. Suppose my variable and a variable a equal to 10.
A is equal to 10. Okay, I'm writing. A is equal to 10. Okay.
A 10 means that is string type means
Okay.
within
Okay, you want me to take it as a string.
10 and b equal to 20.
String or without string?
Integer that is b variable is on type integer 20.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
and I want to print c equal to a plus b.
C equal to A plus B. Let's first see what we are getting. We are just writing A plus B. Okay, correct? Check the output. We are getting an error
Uh,
message. Okay, you cannot add a number
okay.
to a string. You can add two string, you can
Mm,
add two numbers, but you cannot add a string to a number for that.
okay.
Okay, so we are getting this error message, type error. Understood,
Okay.
Pradhan?
Okay.
Okay, so we cannot add a string and a number. Okay, Pradhan, ठीक है?
Okay. But I want to convert string type to integer type. Then how can I convert a
Huh, then
equal
you
to
can do
string type?
it. So let's say A is this. You can do one thing. Let's say you take A variable again and take this A and convert this into an integer like this. Okay.
Okay.
Now check A. A is also an integer. B is also an integer. Now you can add A plus B.
Okay. 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 That is.
Okay. So like this, we can convert a string data type into integer data type. Fine, Pradhan. So this is how
Okay.
I'm going to take the classes. So how much you understood, Pradhan? My speed is okay with you. You able to understand, Pradhan?
Yes. 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 Okay. I understand. Okay.
Okay, everything is good. So do you have
Yeah.
this software in your computer system, Pradhan?
Yeah. I have already installed PyCharm and Python all things.
Okay, PyCharm is also good, Pradhan. You can use PyCharm. But for the beginners, I always recommend to download software from this website python.org. Okay, so and you can simply download this. Yeah, we have a downloads option, and you can download this Python 3.8. So you can also check whether it is there in your computer system or not. You just click on start and type idle, IDLE. Okay, so if it is
Okay.
there, then no need to install. If it is not there, then you can install. Okay, Pradhan?
Okay.
Okay, check whether
Okay.
it is there or not.
Yeah, yeah, already there.
It's there
Python
already, right?
3.6
And
is
what
there. Python
Python 3.6 is there, right?
6.3. Yeah, 32-bit. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Good, 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 Pradhan. So we are gonna use this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So Pradhan, we'll stop our demo session here, and Archana will discuss with you about the timings and availability. Okay, Pradhan?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, Pradhan,
Okay.
take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye bye. Thank
Thank you.
you.